What is going on, my YouTube community? It is me, Patrick Hammett, and today we're going to be talking about what we should do with our AMD stocks. Should we sell? Trade wars. What's going on? Semiconductors are down. What the hell's going on, right? So if you've been following the trend over the last week, um, AMD, Intel, NXP, which is a semiconductor business, like Texas Instruments and oh gee, I forgot the other ones. But anyways, um, all these dudes went down, and it's a result of Trump's trade war against China. That's it. I mean, basically, what happened is that China now started boycotting American products, and so the stocks went to shit, right? So here's why. If you're thinking, man, should I sell my AMD? Well, if you have them, um, uh, uh, and if you haven't bought any, then let me tell you something. I think that all of you guys should hop on board to any of those stocks. And the reason is because like all the stocks that I mentioned and any of them that are like um any of the stocks that are part of like semiconductors, I think they're all just gonna fucking boom in like the next 2 weeks or a month from now. Okay, they're probably like at an all-time low, and if you're if you've got the funds, enough funds to buy some of those stocks, I'd say buy them now, man, cuz they're cheap. And the thing is, about I'd say like 6 hours ago or just throughout the day, um news came about that Trump sent some diplomat to talk to some Chinese officials, and they're going to negotiate and reconstruct some deal so that, both parties can, can strive, right? And so here I'm thinking, man, like this is what Trump is purposely doing, man. Like he's the Chinese have been fucking with us for a long time, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to fuck with them now. And as a result, I mean, yes, it's fucking us over, but if you think about it, there's more potential for us investors now. I mean, watch. I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I mean, I am 100% sure that in the next month or so, we're going to see the trade war end. And I'm pretty sure that all of these stocks are just going to massively rise. That's just that is my 2 cents, and um that is my yada yada yada, right? Um so geez, guys, like you know, should he continue the trade war? Well, the thing is, it's pretty bad, right? Like, um if you look at history and what has happened before, they won't tell you this, but most of the time we were going to war for economic reasons. I mean, if you look at man, what was those examples? Fuck it, I'm gonna look it up because I forgot. um, yeah, I'm googling right now because I think this is important shit. All right, so let's see. We're gonna type in fucking uh why we went to war. Why we went to war in Iraq, right? You think Iraq was fucking, all about finding nuclear weapons? Yeah, right, man. It's all about oil. Not even oil, man. It's just like deeper shit that we don't even know. Things that happen behind the scenes that the press doesn't even know. And most of the time, it's an economic reason. Um, so let's see. Uh, Actually, I'm gonna type up. Did we go to Iraq for economic reasons? Right. Okay. So the real reasons Bush went to war, right? Um. So it says here there were only two credible reasons for invading Iraq: control over oil, and preservation of the dollar as the world's reserve currency. Yet the government has kept silent on those factors, instead treating us to the intriguing distractions of the Hutton and Butler reports. Anyways, so apparently we really went to war to preserve our currency. Now, you could dig more into this, and you could do your own research and find charts and shit like that. But sometimes, in situations like these where we have a trade war, usually what ends up happening is that right now we have a trade deficit with China. That means that they're bringing in more goods to our country. And so when that happens, their currency gets stronger. And so what Trump was trying to do is strengthen the American dollar. Um, so China then decided to go ahead with boycotts, and it's working for them. I mean, you see our shares going down. So that's why we're sending diplomats out there. Um, and why I don't think it's gonna last. I think it's gonna end soon. Well, first of all, I mean, if we were ever to get into a war with China and then like fucking out of nowhere Russia comes in and it's just another fucking world war, I mean everybody's fucking dead, right? We've all got nukes and people are just gonna fucking kill each other by the thousands, man. And so I think they know that and they're conscious of that. So I don't think there's gonna be any war whatsoever. I mean, any any war is fucking retarded at this point. I mean, why would you? Why? I mean, did we not learn from Hiroshima, man? Like the shit that nukes can do to to a whole city. I mean, come on. They're not gonna do that. And they know that they know like we have fucking troops all over the fucking world, man. Like there's no way, you know? Also, what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Uh, that's another reason why we're trying to stay relevant in the Middle East. I mean, I know I'm getting a little too political here, guys, but just bear with me, because I think this is important to our stocks and overall knowledge is good. I mean, you get a sense of the market, and politics and economics go hand in hand. You got to have them both ready when striking to find that perfect stock. Um, so the more you know about politics, the more you read up your newspaper every day. I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna um, are gonna prepare yourselves better and educate yourselves better to make better decisions in your investments. So that's just number one, and then number two is well, again, Trump, uh, even though he wanted to get out of Iraq, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not saying that I I I don't support him, and I do. Sometimes he just sounds logical, sometimes he sounds like a douche, but you know what? We gotta work with the guy. So he wanted to pull out, he couldn't, and I'm pretty sure it's because behind the scenes we have some people telling him, you know what? Russia's moving in. I mean, they're taking territory. They're taking fucking Ukraine. They have the fucking Eurasian nations now. Like they're trying to regain the old Soviet Union. So Russia is a threat not to the U.S. per se, but to basically like the areas around Russia. Um, and so what the U.S. wants to do is protect those nations from Russian intervention and Russian uh, annexation. Um, so I believe that's one of the reasons why we're still trying to fight the war in Iraq. Um, so you can have your different opinions on this, and you can argue with me, and that's totally fine. You don't have to agree with me here at all. I mean, if you have facts, figures, show me. I'm all open ears here. But I'm just saying that, from what I've read and on New York Times and just the internet in general, that's what I get. That's the feel that I get. All right. So, anyways, so going to war with China, Russia is no bueno, and I don't think they would ever do that. So, um, this shit's gonna end pretty damn soon. And sooner or later, everything's just gonna fucking boom and skyrocket again, like it always has after every crash. Technically, people were asking, when's the next crash? The crash is right now. This is the crash. Everybody's fucking up because if you think about it, oh, here's another stock that company that makes semiconductors. Taiwan, Taiwan Semiconductor something I forgot. They make semiconductors and they work with Apple and I believe Google. Don't quote me on that, but definitely Apple. And so imagine that like we have some big companies who need these people, right? So it's not. I don't think it's in the U.S.'s best interest to just not let that happen. So they're gonna go back there. They're gonna negotiate. We're gonna get a better deal. Um, and all this shit's just gonna go all the way back up. So if it keeps going down and down and down and down, and you have shares, bro, like just keep them, hold them, and keep them. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to go about it the way I am. Like I said before in my earlier videos, you should never follow anybody else's opinion. But I want you to make I want you to make an informed decision when buying slash holding and day trading and all that crap that all these big YouTubers out there teach us, right? Like Rick Scriber and Ricky Gutierrez and all these cool dudes. Um, so my strategy, I'm gonna buy and hold. I'm holding. I'm holding. Um, Time will tell if I'm right or wrong in this video. Time will tell. But it's an experiment, right? At the end of the day, I just started investing. Uh, what like 2 weeks ago, and I just bought the Intelligent Investor, guys. And let me tell you, it's pretty damn good so far. I read the first what like fucking 40 pages or something like that. And so far, it's talking about, long-term selectivity, short-term selectivity. Um, it's explaining, the differences from back then to now, and basically how you should always like avoid common knowledge, such as like buying when a stock is high and selling when it's low. You should do exactly the opposite, and just always holding in the long run. So Warren quoted this as, and it says it right here at the front page, by far the best book on investing ever written. So I mean, as soon as I got this book, I was like, "Oh my God, yes!" Like I'm finally gonna be a fucking millionaire. But I really enjoy reading it. I have Amazon Prime, so it was only $15. Definitely worth the buy. It's like what 1:33 a.m. in the morning. I was just coding up some stuff for school and projects and all that bullshit, and I'm about to give this a go, and read up. Guys, definitely get this book. Let's get together. Talk about investing as a whole, getting out of this broke ass situation. Because we deserve better than this. Everybody keeps on telling us to invest in ourselves and create online businesses, and most of us aren't doing it. Most of us are just like, oh, just fucking like do it some other day. Guys, this is the year to take over, man. Like join me. Like we're broke together. Like let's get rich together. Let's try to make moves, become someone in our lives, go to school, read books, all that good stuff, yeah, play games too, man. Like be yourself. If you play video games, and you're doing all this shit too, fucking props to you, man. Um, don't ever tell you, don't ever let anybody tell you that you're a loser for playing video games, or just a loser in general. Be assertive, stand your ground, look people in the eye, chin up, stand straight, and you'll make it fine this year and hopefully the years to come. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, and I surely enjoyed talking to you guys about it, make sure you subscribe, like, ring the bell icon. I'd really appreciate it. I really want to start making some daily videos and blogs to just track the progress of, Robinhood. I just put like I put $1,000 in there last week. I started adding a little more, so I'm about like 1.6K now. But the reason why you have to add more is to, you know, earn more when you have a certain percentage gain, and the more you have, the more you earn. So that's why I'm adding more. But you don't have to do that. You can probably make it with 1,000. I mean, it's all up to you what kind of trader you are. But anyways, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. I will make another video. I definitely enjoyed talking to you guys about this. I'll do more research. I'll try to make some good content. I'm sorry for the camera, for the lighting. I'm gonna save up for that next and just have some good shit. Maybe start some gaming here. Maybe start some just life advice. I mean, whatever you guys want to see, just please, please, please comment. That's the most important thing. Feedback. Comment, and I'll give you guys whatever you want. I'll give you some life advice. Listen, I'm 23, but like I feel like I've gone through a lot by this point, and I think I'm ready to give some advice out. Um, so guys, definitely please comment, 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 okay? And I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. When I'm busy, but you know what, man? You guys are cool. This book, I love it, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Okay, so peace and love.